Hi there, hope all of you are doing well. So far, we have been dependent upon software tools in order to check your profitability metrics. But here is the thing, if you are a serious seller, it is so important to understand Amazon policies much in detail. In the recent period, we got to handle a customer and his problem statement was, I have poor margins. When customer walked up to us, we realized his margins are low not because he is spending too much on PPC, but his landed cost and FBA fees are a lot higher than the acceptable levels. With that context, in today's session, I'm going to walk you through the P&L for Indian marketplace. Within Indian marketplace, let's take any one particular ASIN as an example and let's understand how exactly Amazon calculates your margins. Let's assume that we are dealing with a product which have got 12% GST. And my goal also is to fulfill the products through FBA. I don't want to do any merchant fulfillment at this point in time. Now, the next thing I want to know is what is my length, width, and height of my product. Because in order to calculate my shipping weight, Amazon will consider two elements. The first is your absolute weight of the product, which is 0.48 kg over here, and the second one is your volumetric weight. Now the definition of volumetric weight is length into breadth into height divided by 5000. Your length, breadth and height should be in centimeters. So if you see the formula here, I have multiplied my length, which is 18, my width, which is also 18, and height, which is 4. I multiplied L into B into H divided by 5000. In order to calculate our shipping cost, Amazon will consider the highest value among absolute weight and volumetric weight. In this example, my absolute weight is 0.48 kg and my volumetric weight is 0.25 kg. The highest among these two is 0.48, so Amazon will consider 0.48 kg. Alright, and then you have packaging material cost. If you are dealing with a standard size product, Amazon will add another 100 grams because they are packing your products and preparing the goods for shipment. And if you are dealing with heavy and bulky products, they would add an extra 500 grams to your shipping weight. In this example today, let's assume we are dealing with a standard size product. As you can see, for standard size products, Amazon will add another 100 grams to my shipping weight because they are packing your product. Now your 100 grams is 0.1 kg, so I've included 0.1 in here. Now, when I sum up 0.48 and 0.1, which is 0.58 kg, alright, as per Amazon policies in India, your shipping weight is rounded off to the nearest 500 gram multiple. As in, if your weight is more than 500 grams, you are billed for 1 kg. Likewise, if your weight is 1.1 kg, then you are billed for 1.5 kg. If you are a serious seller and if you want to optimize your cost, I think this is exactly where you will have to focus. What I request is if you are selling in India, for each of the products, go back and check your volumetric weight, add the weight of packaging, and see what is your rounded off weight. In case if your rounded off weight is 1.1 kg, it means you have scope to optimize upon your packaging because you are being billed for 1.5 kg. You can work with your supplier and make sure your weight is not exceeding 1 kg. Alright, let's assume we want to sell a product which is priced at 499 rupees. My landed cost is around 25% of my sale price. So 25% of 499, which is 125. And in order to further break it down, I'm assuming my manufacturing cost to be 94 rupees and my shipping cost to be around 31 rupees. Alright, and then I have factored in the cost of returns in my category. Let's assume my return ratio is around 3%. It means there is a cost. If you look into the formulations here, I have taken a sum of my closing fee, pick and pack fee, storage fee, FBA shipping fee, and the taxes. In order to calculate the negative impact because of returns, Amazon is not going to pay us this money back. Now here at this stage, after deducting my landed cost and the cost of returns from my sale price, I get to a number. This is my contribution margin 1. Now, for a healthy product line, you need to always have this number greater than 70%. Here I have 74%, which is good. Now let's get into the workings of Amazon related fees. The first one is your referral fee. I'm assuming my referral fee percentage for this category is around 9.5%. In this sheet, you also have the necessary references. And then there is a fixed closing fee. Once again, there is a policy around it. Here we also provided you with a chart in order to understand the breakdown much in detail. If your product is priced between 0 to 250 rupees, then you will have to pay rupees 12 as closing fee. And if your product is priced between rupees 251 to 500, then you will have to pay rupees 12 as closing fee. If your product is priced between 501 rupees to 1000 rupees, then you will have to pay rupees 25 as closing fee. And if you are selling a product which is priced greater than 1000, then you will have to pay rupees 70 in closing fee. And then I have my pick and pack fee. Then I also have my storage fee. Now, in order to arrive at my storage fee workings, what I have done is I have multiplied my length, breadth, height, and I have divided it by 28316.84, and the value that I received, I multiplied that value with 45 because Amazon is going to bill us basis the space that we occupy in FBA warehouse. Now the reason why I multiplied my length, breadth and height divided by 28316.84, because that is how you calculate the equivalent cubic foot number. After storage fee, I also have my shipping cost. Now within India, your shipping cost largely depends upon the region. If you are fulfilling your products locally within your same city, then your shipping cost is low. If you are shipping your goods regionally, then your shipping cost is a little higher. And if you are fulfilling a national order, your cost will be a much higher. As a seller, it is very important for you to have this breakdown and clearly understand Amazon policies. When you're working on gross margin projections, you assume that you're going to get a national order and compute your numbers. In that ways, you're going to see the true potential. And also understand one more thing, Amazon is also going to levy a tax. On all these fees, they also calculate another 18% extra as tax. Now if you see here, my total Amazon fee is around 197.61 rupees, which is equivalent to 39.6% of my sale price. Now here is the thing, for a healthy product, we want this number to be between 25 to 35%. In this example, I'm paying as much as 40% to Amazon. And then if I look at my CM2, the way how I calculated my CM2, I already have my CM1 which is 370. From this 370, I have removed all the Amazon related costs in order to arrive at my CM2. When you look at Amazon Kitna Milega profitability calculators, the margin that you see is your CM2. Now here my CM2 is 34.5%. In case if I am trying to select a good product, I want this number to be greater than 40%. And then let's also assume that at steady state, you're going to have 15% tacos. After that, I have a section called as CM3. In order to arrive at my CM3, what I have done is from my CM2, I have removed the cost of ads. My CM2 is 172.14 rupees. From this, I have removed my cost of ads, which is 74.85, in order to arrive at my CM3, which is 97 rupees. On percentage basis, it is around 19.5% of my sale price. For a healthy product, you want to make sure your CM3 is always greater than 20%. While my Amazon related costs are a lot higher than my target threshold, I'm still able to achieve the target CM3 because I have higher CM1%. Remember, I told I want my CM1 percentage to be greater than 70%. Here, my CM1 is 74%, so I have an extra margin. But the thing is, here I am paying more to Amazon. Now I will have to see if I can optimize my packing costs and see if I can reduce that percentage. By doing that, I will have a better CM3 and we want this number to be always greater than 20%. Of course, if you are selling in India, you also have input tax credit corrections. You will have to factor in that number in order to arrive at your net CM3. Alright, with that I hope you learned something new today. If that is the case, I request you to subscribe to my channel and also share it with your friends. Have a nice day. Goodbye.